This is the Beta FPV Cetus Pro. It's an FPV kit that comes with everything you need to get started in FPV. In today's video, we're going to talk about all the features, the price, my thoughts, and some flight footage so you guys can make an informed decision about whether this is the drone for you to get started in FPV. Let's start with unboxing the quad and listing out all the features so you guys know exactly what you're getting yourself into. In the box, we obviously have the manual, which if you're just getting started in FPV, you should probably read. There is a controller, very nice, with some protectors for the gimbals. That's awesome. A pair of analog goggles, which is great. The straps for them, obviously a little bit big and bulky, but that's what you can expect for something that you're getting started with. Then obviously a bunch of spare parts, batteries, tools, charger, cable, and then the thing that you're all here for is this, the Cetus Pro FPV drone. It includes 3 flight modes which can satisfy the needs of different pilots for different situations. Whether you're a seasoned FPV pilot or a complete beginner, it's got a different flight mode for you. N, S, and M are available. 3 flight modes can be switched easily by using the SB switch on the transmitter. This makes it super easy and convenient to change between flight modes. Also, all 3 flight modes support different flight speeds, which I think is a great bonus. Slow, medium, and fast, which obviously changes how much power you can output to the motors. The emergency landing and self-protection features mean you can enjoy flying without worrying about crashes or damage. It's made from durable PA12 material and has a 360-degree protection to make it tough enough for both indoor and outdoor flights. It also comes with a handy EVA storage bag, so it's protected and easy to carry around. Included in the kit is a bunch of spares, so this will get you through your first few weeks of flying. And the Cetus Pro also has altitude hold for super easy flying, self-protection features to keep you out of trouble, turtle mode for a quick recovery. And the best part is that the Cetus Pro controller that comes with this kit is able to support FPV simulator practice. So my thoughts on this kit, and being totally honest, I think this is a great kit for someone to start with. Whether this is a kit for someone who's very experienced to get, it's probably not for you. This is for someone who's just getting started into FPV and they don't feel like building an FPV drone and they don't feel like going over the faff of figuring all that stuff out. They just want something to arrive on their doorstep that they can plug in and they can get flying. And the fact that this has those 3 modes, which really do help, means that you can kind of start at the very beginning, which will feel like an FPV drone that's similar to your DJI drone that you might have, and you can move your way up to the S and then to manual. And for the most part, I even flew in S pretty much all the time when I was inside, because I haven't quite got used to flying something so small inside my house, and I've been flying for 3+ years. So I think the fact that it has all those different modes that you can use, it's super small, it can't really hurt anyone. I think it's a really great drone for someone who's just getting started in FPV. Now, some of the things I really don't like about this drone is the camera angle, which I think I'm going to look up in future videos, basically how you can change that camera angle. I think it's set fixed at 30 degrees, which is just a little bit too much for me to fly inside slowly, and that's probably why I used sport mode more than I flew in manual. An amazing positive, it comes with 2 batteries that gives you, I would say, around about 6 to 10 minutes of flying time, depending how you're flying and depending how far you want to push it. Am I going to buy more batteries? Probably. And those batteries are also super cheap. It's pretty good value for money. The kit comes with everything you obviously saw earlier in the video. It comes with the box, which I think is by far the best thing about this whole thing. The box is amazing. It keeps everything inside in one place. Obviously the goggles are big and clunky, but that's okay. If you really love the hobby, you're probably going to spend money on upgrading everything anyway, so I wouldn't be too fussed about that. The controller is amazing because you can use it in your FPV simulator. Now, it's not as good as a Tango, but that's not what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be something to get you into the hobby. I think the biggest bummer from this entire kit is that it doesn't do DVR recording. Now, that's not a bad thing, because the quality of the recording is not something that you're gonna, go on TikTok and get famous from. But for something that you want to maybe document the whole journey, you're not going to be able to do that, and that's okay. Beta FPV actually sent me these goggles. This is the version 3, I think. These have a SD card slot so you can record DVR. So all the DVR that you've seen in this video has been recorded on these goggles. So just something to know that when you do get this FPV drone and it comes in the kit, it's not going to have goggles that you can record video. So don't get this if you're looking to record video. Get this because you're looking to learn how to fly FPV. If you wanted to upgrade these goggles, I don't think they're too expensive. It's like another 50 bucks, but if you're on a tight budget and that's something that really concerns you, that's just something that you need to know. Surprisingly, this drone's actually pretty tough. I've crashed it a lot. I've crashed it into walls, I've crashed it into clothes, I've crashed it in the grass, and it's held up perfectly fine. I haven't even broken a prop yet. Does that mean that I'm flying fast? Probably not. It also flies outside, which is actually good to know. If it's not windy, you can fly this outside. I've flown this outside a bunch of times. I've flown it inside, outside, and in between both of those things. So don't be so concerned about where you can fly this. You can fly it outside. You just can't fly it when there's a huge amount of wind. Pretty sure the goggles were designed for children, so they don't really fit my big ass head and my big ass nose. So that's something for you to consider. But if you have a big head, you know, most goggles are probably not going to fit your head. And if you're a kid, this is going to be perfectly fine for you. Let's talk about price. It's coming in at £264, which is about equivalent for a drone kit. In this category, I think this is fairly priced for the stuff that you get. And from here, you can obviously upgrade. It's a great platform for you to start your FPV journey, but that's the price, £264. That's this much dollars. That's how much it costs. The other thing which I think is probably no one's going to talk about is the availability of spares. Pretty much everywhere that I've looked has these batteries. Amazon has these batteries, which is actually a bonus, although I really like to support your local FPV shops. But if you're in a rush, if you're in a hurry, Amazon can get them to you next day delivery. Otherwise, all of your local FPV shops will have all of the spares for all the sort of stuff, and all of the frames that you can upgrade, all the motor spares, all the FCs, all the cameras. Beta FPV's got a lot of stuff. Overall, I think this is a good drone for people to start learning FPV. My name is Michael, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this review on the Beta FPV Cetus Pro. If you want to watch a video where I flew behind a real airplane, click over here. And if you want to learn how to color grade your FPV footage when you do get started flying FPV, click over here. And that's all.